Hey lovelies, it's Allie over at A Creeper Art. So I came up to my studio today and noticed that I have this giant hole in my sacred space, my area where I create and connect. And not only is there a giant hole here, it actually goes all underneath the windowsill and it continues over here. So I did check the seams. All of this is fine. So if I'm losing energy and it's leaking out, it's probably wrong here. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is still dirty. Far from perfect, because you know me and my messy middle. This is 2 or 3 washes. I came up, I did what I could. It is 87 degrees in here. It took 5 separate trips just to get the fan in the window, which is why I've not been doing a lot of studio stuff lately. It's just been kind of a mess up here. It is coming together though, and I'm really proud of myself. Part of it coming together and being proud of myself though is moments like this. So I do not expect everybody else to see a hole in their wall, have, some amazing version of, Drydex on standby and just go scrub the wall so they can start filling in holes. Guess what, guys? That's what we're going to do today. I had the stuff to try and fix it. So even if it's not going to be perfect, maybe it can stop leaking a little bit. Maybe if I just put a little bit of time. Ooh, see? As I did that, I found a bigger hole. Sometimes we're going to break stuff. Sometimes we're going to make a bigger mess. But in the end, even if it takes this whole container of Drydex, guys, this window is not going to leak anymore. Because we noticed it. We put some energy, some care into it. I could sit here and be mad at myself. Like, how dare you neglect your studio space so long that you let it get like this? Here's the thing, guys. Life was lifing. I think we've seen some of the videos, and if you haven't, go watch them. But, life was kind of lifing, and I was busy trying to make other stuff and deal with the fact it was freezing cold and my body didn't want to work. And guys, like I said, I am far from a professional at this. But I did spend a lot of this winter going around my house, finding holes, patching them up, which is why I have a little container of this on standby. Like, I don't expect you guys to walk around planning to fix stuff all the time. Some of it is just supposed to be enjoyed. And yeah, guys, I'm literally just sitting here instead of making art today, gooping my walls, filling in cracks and holes that up until today, I would like to believe I wasn't aware existed. But now that I know, take a little bit of the time and the energy I have and make it stop being a problem. If I didn't have this stuff, I would have to wait. Couldn't fix it right away, but I would have to remind myself there was this problem. Us ADHDers, sometimes the reminding is hard. But guys, look, it's not gonna be perfect. Did it with love and intention though. I gave this a little bit of time and effort. I took the tiny bit of skills that I know. Like, I'm sure you guys are gonna tell me how I'm doing this all wrong, but hey, it worked. Got my gas bill down a couple $100 this last year, so I'm gonna pretend like it's good until I know otherwise. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know it's been a while since we've gotten to be up in the studio. And I know this might not seem like art. But it really is. You know, this is self-care. This is tuning in. This is secretly making magic, because I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this. But we just made a space better than it was when we got here. Now, like I said, not perfect. Also wasn't our job to judge the space. I know I don't want a giant hole. And if I can fix it, why not? Now, that being said, some days we don't have the energy. Some days we don't even see the hole. I can't tell you how many times I've sat over here, just been so focused on something else. It's okay too, guys. You know, things go in phases. And I feel like this was a good phase to spend some time with. You know, not necessarily creating today. You know, I cleared space. I definitely made. You know, didn't necessarily do anything too ridiculous. But like I said, this might make all the difference. We never know. Sometimes we do, and we just forget we have that power. You know, guys, it can all be art. It can all be magic. It can all be 5-10 minutes of focused care if you want it to be. But you get to decide. Gonna get this last little corner and go start dinner. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Nobody else has told you this. I know you're beautiful. I need you to remember. See you guys soon.